Yeah, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Kingdompreneurs Club Weekly Hangout. My name is Bishop Ibro Zion, and I'm the CEO of Kingdompreneurs Inc., a community and a company of pastors and Christians doing digital business as a means of generating passive income to support their ministry and their churches without losing focus on their calling. Today, I want to show us what we call book roasting. In other words, 12 other products you can create from your ebook and maximize profit with your book. But before we go further, I would like to call on Pastor Tim to give us the opening prayer. Pastor Tim, if you're there, I'd like you to unmute and say the opening prayer with us.
Hallelujah. Please, let's pray.
Yeah.
Father, in the name of Jesus,
amen.
Thank you for bringing us together again this new month and this first class for the month, first hangout for the month. Thank you for what you are said to do in our midst. Thank you for the impact you have said to release upon us via your servant, Bishop Ibro Zion. And thank you for open our eyes of understanding, our ears of understanding to hear what we are going to be learning this glorious afternoon. Thank you. May this class be an impactful, effectful one, life-transforming one in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you, Father. Jesus' mighty name.
Thank you very much, Pastor Tim, for that wonderful prayer. So today, quickly, I'm going to be showing us as ministers, as kingdompreneurs, as fearless netpreneurs, how you can roast your book into 12 different digital products, what your ebook can be converted into to maximize profit, because every kingdompreneur, every netpreneur experiences this same thing, and that thing is common. Once you write a book and you launch it, you write another one, you launch it, it will soon get to a point where if you say book launch, nobody will want to come. It's like that. You also write a book and you find it very difficult that sometimes 6 months you did not make any sales. 1 year you did not make any sales, and then so many people get discouraged and they abandon digital business. But if you know this thing I'm about to show you, you will be ever fresh and evergreen in the world of digital business, and you can begin to make income from different products from one same book that you have. How to roast your book into 12 different digital products is what we're looking at today. Do you know that there is more to your ebook than what it is? That singular ebook you have can become a major stream of income all through your lifetime. Some people don't have more than one book, but that one book alone is what they are using all through their life. How many of you have read the book Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki? If you have done so, give me a 1 on the chart. You have read that book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Give me a 1 on the chart if you have read the book. Yes, Pastor Charles Obisheson says he has read the book by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Any other person? Is it only Pastor Charles Obisheson that read that book? It will interest you to note that Robert Kiyosaki did not write plenty books. And that's one singular book announcing all over the world. And he was moving from conferences to conferences. He sold that book and became bestseller. The guy became a multi-billionaire through that single book. But don't think that it's just the book alone. No, he converted the book into different other digital products and started making money with it. That's what I want to show you today. Apart from that, the only book I know with him is Who Stole My Money, written by Robert Kiyosaki. So out of that Rich Dad and Poor Dad, he generated other products. So the question is, do you know that there is more to your ebook than what it is? Let me show you how. Here are 12 other things you can convert your ebook into to generate extra income as an author. And this brief teaching I want to do this afternoon in this hangout is derived from my new book called The New Church Revenue, 20 other ways to generate money for your church beyond tithes and offering. Pastors are struggling. Ministries are shutting down. Churches are crawling because there's no finance to run the kingdom work. And so the essence of this Kingdompreneurs Club is to teach you how to use the knowledge you have, the expertise you have, the products you have to generate income to support your ministry and church. Now, number one, how many of you on this call already have an audio book? Let me even know. You have an audio book, give me a 2 on the chart. You don't have an audio book, give me a 0 on the chart. You have an audio book, give me a 2 on the chart. You don't have an audio book, give me a 0 on the chart. Okay, Joseph Sule say he has audio book. Have you published it? Not that you just have it. Published already. You have it published? Joseph Sule, is it published or just you have it?
No, sir, I couldn't get it published. I intended to
Then you
publish
don't
it
have.
on.
See, in digital business, if we say you have, we're saying it's already on the market. If I say, give me your link to buy it now, it will be available. So it's more like you have worked on it, but you don't have it yet. Okay, that's what I mean.
Yes, sir.
So everybody here is a 0. You see, the reason why your book is not yet making enough money is because you don't have other product. Like number one, you need to roast that book into becoming an audio book. And I want to say this to us. Unlike they are telling you you can use AI, never use AI for your audio book. Sit down and read out your book and record chapter 1 separately. Record introduction separately. Record acknowledgement separate. Record chapter 2, record chapter 3. As I'm reading like this, read your book and record it as audio. Edit it and package it as your audio book. Straight up to Find a Way Voices. Straight up to Audibles. Without any, in short, nobody's going to reject your book if you do it with your voice. It's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. So the first product you want to create from your ebook is your audio book. These days, people no longer have time to flip books, whether they are ebook or print copies. They no longer have time to flip it. They prefer to play books in their car as they are traveling, they are listening to the book. Bankers, you see them put one earpiece while they are cashiers, they are counting money for you, but they are reading a book that is audio version. So audio versions of books sell more than ebook. I'm telling you, I can tell you this for a fact. I know what I'm talking about. So the first thing you want to do with your ebook is to roast it into audio book. Number 2, print book. How many of you have printed versions of your book? I want to advise us that immediately you do your online launch, whether friends and family launch or formal launch or whatever, and you generate income, don't just go and squander the money or reinvest it into something different. Rather, use that money and put into print books. Even if it's 10 copies of print book you have, print it out. Listen to me, your print books gives you authority. It helps you make more money. Do you know that if you go to conferences as a guest speaker, people prefer to buy your book as hard copy as a guest speaker than the e-copy? If you say you are an author and you don't have print books with you, you are limited in a scope, sort of. Somebody will prefer to buy your printed book for 10,000 than to buy your e-book for 1,000 naira. Because the printed book in your presence gives the book more value in their eye than just click this link and go and buy my book. Even if you sell that ebook for 500 naira, people prefer to buy the printed book for 15,000. I've had to sell a book for 20,000 naira and people buy it. I just came back from a preaching assignment, and I paid my flight return ticket from my printed books. It will amaze you. The power of print books are very mighty. My wife has over 2,000 copies of her printed book, and she's making fortune out of that book today because the cost of print when she printed it was very low compared to right now. So now it's like she just invested into books and now she's reaping the harvest. Just like people stock grains, you can stock books. You are very sure that in the next 5 years, 10 years, That book will still be relevant, and that book will sell more expensive. Number 3, if this is making sense to you, please give me a 3 on the chat. Let me know it's making sense. If it's not making sense, we can as well just stop it right now. Because I don't like just giving you information, knowledge without practical, application. Okay, Pastor Chris says making sense. Thank you. Pastor Christopher Sedebe also say it's making sense. Pastor Charles says it's making sense. All right, great. Okay, Joseph Sule says making sense. So number 3 is a course. Last week, I devoted 4 days to create a course for our American Internet Business School. Some people joined this second cohort and they paid almost $1,000 for what we call a bundle. If you paid for bundle and you are here, just give me a 1 on the chat right now. You paid for a bundle in Fish for Life. Give me a 1. Let me see whether you bought a bundle, maybe Bookpreneur bundle, Blogpreneur bundle, or any of the bundle. Did anyone here pay for such bundle? Okay, no one. All right, great. Now, what that means is that those people that paid $999 for that bundle, I sat down and I was the one who recorded one of the video because I'm a senior trainer with the American Internet Business School. Are you following me? So number 3, you want to create a course from that your book. That bundle was created from one book called the Bookpreneur Millionaire Blueprint. And so it is called the Bookpreneur Millionaire course. We converted that book to a course. Nobody will buy that book for $1,000. So, but it was the book that produced the course that sold for $1,000. $1,000 now is 1.5 million. Oh. So one book that was converted to a course that took me 4 days to record and create, everything was just within 4 days. Hear me. It produced more than 7 people or more than 4 people in that cohort paid for that bundle. So by creating a course from your book, I repeat, you are multiplying your money times 1,000 times, not just 100. So if you don't have a course from your book, that book is just, you have just snuffed life out of that, your ebook. So you want to create a course from your book. If you get that, please give me a 4. If you get that, give me a 4 on the chat. You understand? I will repeat this course issue to us until I force us. You know, when I force Joseph Sule, he produced webinar by force. Pastor Charles say it's making sense. Say got it. I'm going to make sure between now and next week, everybody here, at least, if not a course, a webinar from your book. That's the assignment for us in this Kingdompreneurs Club. Next hangout, I want to see your webinar. I will show you how to create a webinar today. So number 4, let me go straight because of time. I want to rush it. No much to talk about today. It's a conference. I have hosted Kingdompreneurs Conference in the month of March this year, and a mega one is coming up in November. A conference. What is a conference? I'm going to hold what we call Kingdompreneurs Conference, and the reason is because I wrote a book called The Eagle Kingdompreneur, and from that book we have the Kingdompreneurs Club, and from the Kingdompreneurs Club we have other Kingdompreneurs book sales contests. From the book sales contest, now we're having Kingdompreneur Annual Conference. In this conference, it's a paid one. Oh, only my club members will go to that conference free. But any other person that wants to attend that conference will pay me because I'm bringing the likes of Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I'm bringing the types of Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. I'm bringing the likes of Dr. Okwebawo himself. Myself, I'll be speaking in that conference. I'm bringing a white man, Apostle Theodore, the one I told you worked for 30 years with Adobe company, that global company you know called Adobe. He has 30 years experience as a manager in Adobe. This kind of people cannot come to conference and you see people not registering. The fee to register for that conference is big money. 100,000, 500,000, 300,000, 50,000. And you will see people join. Only online, those who will watch online are going to connect with at least maybe 10 or 20,000, depending on how much we decide. But guess what? We're going to do it a physical conference, and it's called Kingdom Preneurs Conference in this Abuja. And you'll be amazed what that thing will bring out. So you can create a conference from your book, especially Pastor Christopher that have Gen Z. When you bring value to the table, you'll be shocked. Gen Z, they will pay you, even if it's 1,000 registration and you keep 1,000 youths attend that conference. You create value, bring one big musician. 1,000 youth paying you 1,000 naira alone. That's like 1 million. 1,000 times 1,000 is how much, sir? 1,000 times 1,000.
1 million. 1 million. 1 million.
Naira.
1 million.
That's ABC. You dance with your church. They give you free hall, free sound system, everything free. All you do is design the posters yourself, run promo on it, and you'll be amazed. When I roll out this book contest tomorrow, registration will come in like water just because it's 1,000. Everybody can afford 1,000. Even my little boy of 4 years will afford 1,000 naira. I've been giving him pocket money. If I give him 500, he will throw it on the floor and say he can't buy anything in school. We know what Nigeria is. So it's very simple to host a conference and you make money out of it. In that conference, they will buy your book. In that conference, they will join your club. In that conference, you are selling plenty things in one conference that your book produced. So for the fourth digital product you want to have from your book is a conference. Everybody in this place right now watching me can organize a conference from their book. Is it a pastor team that is doing faith-based, what's that your niche again, pastor team? Faith-based. Is pastor team still here? Okay, I just know it's about faith-based, maybe business or something, digital business, faith-based digital business or thereabout. He can have a conference where even if it's about his devotional, he produced a devotional and he wants to launch that devotional. In that conference, he roll out the devotional and make people begin to buy. He make them invite one big name, one big pastor in Southwest who can oblige him to come, and you give him one honorarium. And you do it a paid conference. People pay registration to attend. Registration materials will be made available. Like churches organize conferences and they make money from it. In case you don't know, most of those conferences we register with 5,000 and we have over 100 pastors. 100 times 5,000, you know how much that is? So this is how churches generate revenue over the years. You can do it from your book. Number 5, webinar. Like I said, everybody on this call, by God's grace, I want to show you how you can create your webinar. And like you see me presenting this thing right now, you are going to present this, your own webinar on this Kingdom Preneurs Club. I will premiere you on our platform on Facebook. I'll premiere you on YouTube, premiere you on everywhere because I want to see you practicalize it. Until we train you and we see you practice this thing, we are not sure you are going to be doing it. Today, our chairman almost sacked some people from their job simply because they have not been hosting webinars. In Kingdom Preneurs Club, we have been hosting webinars every Friday, public webinar. Every Friday, public webinar. It's not hard. It's not difficult. These are simple things that you can do. But except we push you to do it, you'll be reluctant about it. So today, I want you to use your book. What you do is simply go to ChatGPT, or I will do a recording to that effect to teach you how to generate a webinar from your own book. And then you convert that webinar to PowerPoint slides. And then from the PowerPoint slides, you begin to, roll out this webinar. It is on this webinar you sell any other product that you have. Your book is supposed to become a webinar and you start making money from the webinar. Blog site from book. Yes, your blog site must be generated from your ebook. And if you have not generated a blog site from your ebook, then it is totally out of line. Because your book was written on your niche, the same way your blog site should be from your niche. From your book. If you understand what I'm saying, give me a 6 on the chat. Let me know you understand this part. It's a bit confusing. It's a bit confusing. Your blog site must be about your niche, and it should be from your book. And if you don't have a major book attached to your niche, like I told you, everything you see me do in Kingdompreneurs Club is a product of my book, The Eagle Kingdompreneur. Good, he said, that's what I'm doing. Beautiful, Pastor Christopher. Okay, he said, I lost contact. Okay, now let me explain what I mean. You see, when you choose your niche, like me now, I've chosen Christian business education. So what I'm doing to you right now is I'm educating you on 12 things your ebook can be converted into. It means from this my book titled The New Church Revenue, I can have a separate blog site called New Church Revenue, which means on that blog site, all I am doing daily is educating pastors and Christians on how to generate revenue from their content. So this book will now become a blog site on its own that I will monetize and be making money from. If you understand that now, give me a 6. If you understand that, give me a 6. Like Pastor Charles, who wants to produce the money makers. So your book, you must have a book titled The Money Makers. Then from that book, you have a blog site called The Money Makers. Like you already bought your domain, themoneymakers.com, themoneymakers1.com. So you see, everything will align. The Money Makers Conference, the Money Makers Webinar, the Money Makers, club, the Money Makers this, everything must align with that name. You get that? Very good, very good. I see 6 from you. All right, beautiful. So let me proceed quickly. We're going to 12. Number 7, paid membership site. Your book should produce a membership site for you. So far, the only person that I've gotten to this level is Joseph Sule. Joseph Sule already have a webinar because he joined the club earlier before any one of us. And I've trained him, helped him, push him forward to a point where now he's already generating money with his business. I'm telling you, Joseph Sule is generating money with his business. And he's going to have a book launch this month. You'll be amazed what will come out of it. Many of you here as pastors, you even have platform more than Joseph Sule. You have the crowd, you have the relationship. Some of you have relationship in London, in America. Let's do this thing. Let's show you how to rake money. Let's show you how to hit your millions within few weeks. You'll be amazed what will come out of it. When he was sharing testimony with me, he was so happy. I'm happy for him too, but I told him that's the least you can ever make. I said, watch out. Very soon you are becoming a millionaire. I want to see everybody in this club with testimony of millions, giving me video testimonial. I joined Kingdompreneurs Club and I made my millions. I know some of you are already millionaires. I'm not disputing that, but I mean making millions from your digital business. That's what I am after. Okay? So membership site, we're going to show you how to create your membership site like you see me created this, and then you begin to generate income from it. If you are happy to have been a member of Kingdompreneurs Club and you are not regretting the fact that you joined this club, please give me a 1. Let me see if we're even doing well. Rate us. Give me a 1. Wow. Pastor Chris, 1. Thank you, thank you. 1 raised to power 100. Thank you, Pastor Charles. All right. That's very hilarious. Thank you, thank you. I'm honored. All right, so you see, you can have a membership site where just like you are happy being part of Kingdompreneurs and you are learning a lot to scale up your digital business, you too can begin to impact younger people coming up. Do you know that even the students that graduate or those who are joining Fish for Life can become approximately your market? Because some of them will leave the Fish for Life, they won't do anything with it. We have thousands of them in first cohort that are doing nothing. They did not make money from it. They don't even know why they are there. You can now have members join you and they resonate with you faster because they know you. Number 8, quickly because of time. We have 15 minutes to go. Number 8 is consulting services. You see, before we started this training today in this hangout, we had time to discuss. You know, you ask question, I answer. You ask, how do I achieve this? I tell you. That's like consultation. You are consulting me for carrying out an assignment based on your digital business. Now, just like I have answered you, it means you have that knowledge already. As far as I've given you answer and I've solved that problem for you, you too, you can solve it for another person. But you know, I didn't solve it for you for free. You paid to be a member of this club. That's why I'm giving you solution. So you too, you can create a consulting service for other digital business people who can come to you for counseling. They can come to you for freelance services that you are rendering, and you help them do it. That's what we mean by consulting service. Your book can create a consulting service. Someone read your book and he does not understand how to implement an aspect of that book. He comes to you for consultancy. You tell him, go and pay my consultancy fee. It could be 5,000. It could be 10,000. It could even be 1,000, depending on the price you want to put for consultancy. What that means is that you will not allow people waste your time for nothing. Some people will come and ask you questions, you give them answers, you know, waste your sweat and everything, and they won't do nothing with it. They waste your time, they waste your resources, they waste your energy, and they are not doing anything with it. So it's better you put fee on it. It may be a token fee. In short, I've come to realize that people treasure what they pay for. That's true. People treasure what they pay for. The reason why people come to Fish for Life and they are not treasuring it is because it's free. Especially in Nigeria. Anything you do for free, you just see it as useless. You see it like, if it's worth it, they won't give me this thing for free. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If you get my point, please give me a 2 on the chat. Let me know we are on the same page. If you get my point, give me a 2 on the chat. Yes, that's the way it is. So you want to put a token fee, no matter how small, that people pay you for consultancy fee, and this is coming out of your book. Like if Pastor Charles produced that book, The Money Makers, somebody read the book and is wondering, how do they even make this money? That everybody is saying, I make money online, I make money on. How do I make this money? The person will look for him and say, sir, I saw your contact on your book, or I saw your email on your book. I need help. I want to start making money online. What he's doing by that simple question is that he's consulting you. You should have a consultancy link and tell him, for me to attend to you, go and sign up at my consultancy service at so amount. The person will pay. He has read the book, he saw knowledge, he saw value there, but now he wants you to give him practical step on how to implement it. He will pay. It's more like you are doubling your money. The person bought your book, now he's buying your consultancy service. At that consultancy service, as you attend to him, you now tell him, okay, this consultancy service is not enough. Join my Money Makers Club, where we do monthly coaching, where I will coach you for 1 year. And by the time I'm done with you in 1 year, you are becoming a millionaire. Nobody joins this Kingdompreneurs Club and stay here 3 months and not make money. Even me, I will give you your money back and say, go. You can't be with me in this Kingdompreneurs Club in 3 months. You have not started making heavy money. No, we'll pay you your fee or 5,000 or whatever you pay and say, please go. You are not ready. You can't be here and not make money. How comes? I will show you where the money is. I will force your hand to carry that money. Wherever that money is, you must make it. A girl joined us 2 weeks. Joseph Sule can attest. 2 weeks. She's already counting hundreds of thousands. Just 2 weeks. She has never done digital business in her life. As a matter of fact, she don't have a laptop. She don't even know. She don't know how to change name on Facebook. As in, she don't know nothing about computer. But 2 weeks, she made hundreds of thousands. So how comes you that is trained and you are here with big resume, you have antecedents, you cannot know, you must make that money. So when you do that, your book can become a coaching service. Workbooks. Not every book can be converted to workbooks, but so many books that you have can become workbook. For example, this new church revenue, I want to produce a workbook from it. What is the workbook? I want to teach pastors how to practically do those 20 things I taught in that book. how they can practicalize it physically in their churches and begin to make money. One of them, I went to Mina to implement one of it for them, and it's about Bible school. I graduated that Bible school student for them less than 3 months. You need to see how much that pastor made money. Out of the money he gained from that Bible school, he bought instruments for his church. The sound system is now top notch. Things he couldn't do before with fundraising. Things he couldn't do with other styles that he was thinking in church. He did it from practically following the workbook of my book. Now I want to publish that workbook. Tell me that any pastor like that pastor now is recommending other pastors to buy this book, The New Church Revenue. Now I want to increase the fee of my book on my site so that it can become more expensive, because now they are beginning to know that with this book you can make millions in your church. If you get this, please give me a 5. Give me a 5 on the chart. If you get this and you understand what I mean, give me a 5 on the chart. Your book can become a workbook, a practical step-by-step. You see Dr. Peba will create what we call monetization, like a blog monetization. Yes, thank you. Is it only 2 people we have here? We have more than 2 now. Where are the rest? They are not typing. Oh yeah, if they're not typing, we're going to end this training now. Where is Joseph Sule? Where are other people? Give me a 5, Ojere. Let's continue. If no 5, we're ending it here. I mean it. We're more than 2 now. I'm waiting. Okay. What we will do is that at the end of the training, I will not give them the recording. Some of them thought they can just be here and run and go and be eating. And all right, so let's continue. Because they know I will put recording. I will not put recording. Number what now? Next
Number 10.
Yes, number 10. Podcast. We're almost there. Podcast series. I taught us in the last public webinar that I do podcasts. Your book can become a podcast. Like this New Church Revenue now. If I start a podcast series on it, and I'm inviting big pastors, I can invite Bishop Anozie from Owerri online. And I say, you should come and tell us, how has his church been faring financially? Is it the tithe and offering he used in building the cathedral of his church? How has he been doing these things? Then he will begin to answer some questions. It will look as if he's the one giving the idea, but I'm the one asking questions based on my book to introduce the book. That viewers around the world, if you are watching us live today, I have Bishop Anozie with me. As you can hear, most of the money he used in building church and everything you see him do is not from tithe and offering. So if you're a young pastor waiting on tithe and offering to survive, you are just wasting your time. Get this book, get a course titled The New Church Revenue, or buy the audio book at Soso Rate. I'm marketing my product through my podcast series. Your book can become a podcast series and you begin to make money from it. I've had to make good money, like I told you, on television through my podcast series. Number 11, quickly, video tutorials. What I'm doing right now is, as well as video tutorial, is a lecture, is a teaching, a video teaching about what I just delivered, 12 different things you can roast your book into. So you can do video tutorials out of your book, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, separately. You just scatter the book. Maybe the book is just 120 pages. You can use each page and each subheading to do a video tutorial, and you disperse them on your YouTube. That YouTube will be monetized by the time you finish 1 book or 2. Your YouTube, you begin to drive traffic to it and you make money from it. These video tutorials can be put in Udemy as a course on its own, and you make money from it. And last but not the least, number 12, you can create an affiliate market with your book. Like this book sales contest I'm organizing is an affiliate marketing I'm doing for authors. And it is from one of my books I got that concept. After I wrote it, I now said, if I'm writing to teach others, why not I implement it myself and make it happen? As I'm talking to you, a woman from London just paid 50,000 naira at diamond level to list her book. So the first person that will pay registration to join this contest is Lord Samuel. He has paid yesterday. That woman's book is what I will put in his hand and say, this is the book you will use for the contest. He has his book, but because she's a diamond sponsor, her own is priority for us in the contest. So I'm going to employ us to go check that thing and see how affiliate marketing works for your book. So finally, I close with this before I give us room to ask. I give you +1, making it 13. You can have a marketing funnel attached to your book. And with this marketing funnel, you are making cool money for your book. If value is packed in the meeting today, I'd like you to unmute and talk to me and tell me what you feel about this brief, eye opener for you as a kingdompreneur. Yes, you can unmute now. If you want to put on your video, do so. You have something to say, please say it now.
Well, this